Good evening, Mark and Joyce. We do know, we've been told that both those deputies have been released from the hospital. Now, as far as the shooting that happened here at the Beaumont Apartments tonight, we don't have that many details. What we do know is that those two deputies who were shot were first called here for a reported potential car prowling.
A shooting in the middle of the day, leaving unanswered questions and raw emotions behind.
No call is ever routine, and it's often the calls that we think as being the most common, a car prowl, things like that, that so often can be the ones that turned out tragic.
Around noon on Monday, 2 King County deputies were called to the Beaumont Apartments in Woodinville for a report of a man possibly car prowling. The King County Sheriff's Department tells us when the man was confronted, he opened fire, hitting each deputy.
The deputies returned fire, and the suspect is deceased.
The deputies, both in their 50s, were taken to separate hospitals and are expected to be okay. Those who knew the suspect visibly upset at the scene.
I heard about 4 to 5 shots.
Jerome Jefferson lives in the complex across the street. He said the neighborhood doesn't see much crime aside from some stolen packages or a car being broken into, as a community is close-knit.
We look out for each other, and it sounds like that's possibly what had happened. Someone saw something and called the police, and that's how they were here to help take care of it.
Now the wait for more explanation of why shots were fired begins.
Now, because of I-940, the Seattle Police Department's FIT, or their Force Investigation Team, they're picking up the investigation, which is carrying on into the night here. Now, it could be proven to be a difficult task because we're told that the King County Sheriff's Department deputies, they do not have body cameras or dash cam footage to work with here. In Woodinville tonight, Vanessa Bashania, King 5 News.
Thanks, Vanessa. Former Seattle Police Chief Carmen Best is now a law enforcement analyst for King 5, and she called today's event tragic.
It is a stark reminder of the inherent danger in law enforcement and in public safety that officers face every day. As was mentioned, this was what could have been a relatively routine call that ended up tragically with both officers injured and the suspect deceased.
Police believe the suspect fired first, but as Vanessa mentioned, an outside agency is now investigating the shooting. King County deputies do not wear body cameras. Best says officers will interview the deputies, witnesses, and look for surveillance video to try to figure out exactly what happened.